Hi, today we're going to be making yogurt cheesecake. Now, although I call this light, fluffy dessert a cheesecake, there's no actual cream cheese in it. It's yogurt, Greek yogurt, but you'd never know from the flavor. It's one of those many wonderful tricks you can do with creamy Greek yogurt. Give it a shot, it's so delicious. Now, I already have 2 eggs separated into there. Right, now I've got the egg whites in there. I'm going to put in a little bit of cream of tartar. This is acidic and it will just help the egg whites whisk up in case they've got any grease on them or anything like that. So, and I'm starting off with them because you must always beat your egg whites with clean, dry whisk to make them rise properly. So let's get going. Now this is great. This is what they call soft peak on egg whites. You can see that it's getting firm, but the peaks flop over. Now I'm just going to put some sugar in here, a little bit at a time, and I'm going to sift it in. And this is confectioner's sugar, which is just a fancy name for sugar that's been grated and ground. Okay, I'm going to Okay, so these are ready now. I'm just going to put them to one side and put the rest of the ingredients together. So we're going to start off by putting in the remaining sugar into here, the sugar and the egg yolks. Now I'm going to beat these until they become kind of a little bit paler in color and a little bit fluffy looking. We're putting air into it basically. And you can see how the eggs have gone from a dark orangey color to almost a lemony color. So just a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to put in a whole bunch of things. So first of all, I just want to show you this. We're going to be using some lemon zest, which I'm going to zest straight in. This is some orange, and we're going to be putting in some vanilla seed. Now, one of the great things about vanilla seed, now these pods are really expensive. However, we're just going to slit it open, and just pull out the insides. Oops, there we go. And with something that has a simple ingredients like this, real vanilla is really good. And the other thing that I think is fabulous with this is that the pod, which is so aromatic, this now, I mean, it's unbelievable that you can actually put this now into some just regular sugar in a Ziploc bag and seal it, and you will end up with vanilla sugar that you can use to bake with, or to put in coffee, you know, whatever you really want to do, whatever you like vanilla in. And it really is fantastic. And the vanilla flavor, I mean, I've got nothing against extract, but the vanilla flavor that you get from fresh vanilla is just out of this world. So let me just beat this in, and what you're going to see is that, and those are the seeds that we scraped out of the vanilla. They're minute, and as we bake this, they're going to pop the flavor into this and make it really delicious. And I'm just going to grate in the zest of a lemon. Now we already have a juice of 1 lemon here, but we made the mistake of juicing before we zested, and it's always best to do it the other way around. going to beat that in. Right, now I'm going to put in the yogurt. You can kind of put this all in together, but I just want to show you the individual things. You can see this is the Greek yogurt. You can see how heavy and rich it is. And the thing about Greek yogurt, which is fabulous, is that it's higher in protein just because it's so concentrated than regular plain yogurt. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm going to need that in a minute. I'm going to put in some lemon juice. And beat everything in. And last but not least, I'm going to put in now, this is almond flour. Because this is a completely gluten-free cake. And we're just going to see, I might need to put a little bit of milk in there. Now this is where we're going to put the egg white in. Now this is going to, I'm going to put, first of all, whenever you add egg white to something, you just always need to put a little, like a couple of tablespoons in first to help it break up the mixture. Because when you're going to put the rest in, and we're going to put it all in one go, we're just going to fold the mixture in. When a recipe says fold, this is literally what you do. You fold everything round very gently. And it doesn't matter if there's a few streaks in there. Now this tin, I just literally wiped it round with a butter wrapper so that it would be lightly greased. And I'm going to just pour very gently the batter into it. Okay, I'm going to very gently just smooth it out. Now I'm going to set it in this tin here. This tin is just a little bit bigger because what I'm going to do now, I have some hot water that I boiled. I'm going to set this in the oven, and then I'm going to fill this tin around there with hot water. And what this does is it allows the actual cake to cook really slowly. Because it's got no flour, it could separate. So I'm just going to go to the stove. Now the stove we set at kind of a medium low. It's around about 350. You just want to put it in when the cake is already in the oven. There we go. You can see the cake's so light it's sort of floating. All right. So I'm going to put it in there. Set the timer for 20 minutes. We have some pistachios, which we're going to use to top the cake with. I'm just going to, and for this you obviously want fresh, unsalted pistachios, and these were peeled. You can see it's all puffed up. And put that back in for another 25 minutes.